Hey everyone, it's Julian here. Today I'm gonna be showing you some tips on how to make your white noise sound a little bit better in your tracks because I think there's a lot of information out there where there just are a lot of like tutorials and guides and yeah, like information where they're they try to explain it as like very simple and it's not really as simple as it sounds to make it sound like really good and professional. So that's what we're gonna go over in this tutorial. So to start off with, I have operator here. And I'm gonna switch this first operator or this first oscillator to this noise white, so we just have some white noise. So I'll draw in a little MIDI clip here, and the first thing I want to talk about is like the filter you use to do your white noise sweeps. So I don't know about you guys, but I think a lot of people when they hear like white noise sweeps in tracks, immediately assume that it's a low pass filter doing it. When what I mean by this is there's a low pass filter and it's automated from the bottom to the top, and this is how you make a white noise riser, and that's it. Well, this really doesn't sound the best, and there's a few reasons why. For one, there's like a lot of low end in there. If you listen, you can like hear like that, and it doesn't get like higher at any point. You hear like the top of the sweep before it gets to the end of the sweep. Um, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just not a very like professional sounding white noise to me. But what you can do to make this sound a lot better is instead use a bandpass filter with a little bit of resonance, like maybe about there. So now what you can do is take this, and if you listen, it'll sound quite a bit better just already. So as you can hear, that sounds a lot better because it's really building from the bottom to the start, and because the bandpass is like, bandpass filter is like a narrow filter, so as it's sweeping up the frequency range, it doesn't just like it cuts off some of the low end while it's getting higher and higher. I can't explain it very well, but what the low pass filter was doing was essentially like, okay, I'll show you with an EQ. So as the low pass filter opens up, what's happening is, okay, so if you look at this spectrum here, so as that low pass opens up, what's happening is it's becoming like you're still hearing all of the low end. It's just opening up more to allow for more, if that makes any sense. But with a bandpass filter, what's happening is as it sweeps along, here, let me do this way. As it sweeps along the spectrum, what you get is it's cutting off some of those low end frequencies, so it's only focusing on one area at a time. You can kind of see that on there. But yeah, it's just a considerably better sound. So that's kind of like one of the things I would say. Another thing I want to say is, what's it called? Not letting the sweep go all the way up to the top. So what I mean by this is you could just draw in this automation really quick, and it would be pretty simple, no kind of problem there. You just do it and you're done. But if you listen, oh, whoops, I have to switch this back to bandpass. But if you listen, when it gets up to those like really high ranges, you're really not hearing much. So what you have to do actually is when you're drawing in your automation, I usually do it like this. I'll draw like, here, let me delete the automation and start over. I'll draw in like 2 points. So I'll do one at the beginning that's at the bottom, and then one that goes all the way up to the top, but it's a little bit over here. So when this clip is playing, you still, like, it doesn't go all the way up to the top. And you can hear this sounds a little bit better if I play the whole thing. So this way, you're still hearing, like, it doesn't fizzle out at the end like it did with this, where it gets, like, all kind of, like I said, like, fizzly, with that, like, high end being filtered so much. Okay. Like, that just doesn't sound good, and that can be kind of harsh, too, on some speakers. But this, yeah, it's just considerably better. Now the last thing that I want to talk about is like some extra filtering and some extra little techniques you can do. So I'm gonna grab a reverb and I'm gonna grab an EQ8. Actually, matter of fact, let's use an auto filter. So, what I also recommend doing to make your sweeps sound really good is filtering them like with a high pass filter. So I'm gonna make this a high pass and we'll give it some resonance, and then doing some reverb on top of that. I'll put that after. So the way I usually do the high pass is I'll draw in an automation from the start, and I don't usually have it go all the way up. Maybe I'll have it go up to like there. But you can hear that resonance. And like it's very subtle, but what the high pass does is it just helps give it more of that like kind of juicy, like high-endy, kind of crispy sound, I guess is the best way I could put it. Now, if you listen, that resonance doesn't sound so good in the lower registers. So what we actually need to do is draw an automation for that as well. So I'll maybe do that about there, and I'll just have it go from 0 to like that. So it'll be like this. Okay, I accidentally drew that a little bit too high because you can hear it resonating, but you get the gist of what I'm saying here. And this way, it just kind of sounds a lot nicer, I think. And just more professional, you know? This just feels a lot, yeah, like more professional. And then the last thing that I want to say is the reverb. So, this is a very good technique, putting some reverb on your sweeps, especially if you do, like, the kind of builds where you build up, build up, build up, build up, and then, like, 1 or 2 bars before the drop, everything cuts out. This effect can be particularly powerful for those kind of moments. So what I'm going to do is I got the reverb here. I'm going to draw in some automation for the dry wet, like maybe like that, I guess. This is another one of those things where you just have to do it and then fine tune it. And then I'm going to draw in a little automation for the decay time as well, because I want it to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So now if we listen, it's sort of like washing out this way. And actually, I kind of want to make the high pass go up a little bit higher now that I'm hearing this. And maybe the resonance stays a little bit lower. That. Okay, cool. And then I think I am going to do a little bit. I'm going to make this one go up just a little bit more. Okay. So now, you can hear it really like, it's just a lot more effective than like just this. Like I'll show you the difference between doing one where it's just like the low pass filter and that's it, and then doing one with all this stuff. So here is a low pass filter sweep. Again, it's the same thing, but it doesn't really sound as good. And then here is the one with all the stuff that I just talked about. You can hear it's kind of a lot more impactful. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today, guys. I just want to show you a quick tip on making a little bit better of sort of like white noise, riser, and fall kind of sounds, because all of this could be applied in reverse to like the downshifter type of sounds. So that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check out my sample packs. Like this video, subscribe, go on my social media. I'm gonna stop now. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much.